to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now,
the 3-time sexiest man in Millington, Johnny Harden.
What up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know who I am, your sports mixologist, John Harden. Other side of the glass, I got my very good buddy, Gabe Kuhn, who's chilling like a villain. And alls we're doing is chilling, man. And we are going to have a very busy show because it's going to be a wild week. I think everybody kind of knows what's going down, don't they? We got SEC Media Days. Long, strong, and my man Brett Norsworthy down there to take care of everything for us. Thank you so much, Brett, for doing all the hard work. You know he's going to follow me from 3 to 6, and it's going to be fascinating radio with Wolo. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. Again, welcome into Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. You survived the weekend. I feel like I survived it and then finally thrived in it. I danced all in it on Friday with the Nationals. How easy was that Nationals game? What'd I tell you, baby? And then I danced all in it on Sunday because it was beautiful. Hit hardcore with the Yankees after they lost to Toronto. Hadn't homered in 3 straight games. You can go back since they moved into that college to that stadium. They hadn't gone 4 home games in a row without hitting one. Waited till the 7th inning and finally went yard, baby. So we'll talk about some craziness like that, surviving the weekend. But the key about this weekend, it realistically is football's back, yo. Football's back. Back again. Can you do a little Shady's back with football? I think it kind of worked.
And I'm a happy man about it, man.
I am, too.
I love it.
I love it.
I can't get enough of it.
I can't get enough. That's another rhyme. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Give me that SEC Media Days. But we also have an announcement, y'all, because here on Johnny Radio's Happy Hour, we have a lot going on very early in the day. SEC Media Days has kicked off. Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, if you didn't know, has spoken. He is the man, the myth, the living legend, the king of the SEC. And he came out and let people know that there is change a-coming. Not just the fact, there is change a-coming. Hoover, they are there. It's been in Hoover for so long that I'm telling you, dude, most mothers have gone through a few vacuum cleaners by Hoover. That's how long the Media Days has been there. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Or single fathers out there or lonely dudes in their apartments because they can't find a girlfriend. Anyway, lots of stuff going on. But now change is a-coming. SEC Media Days has been announced 2020. Do you know where it's going to be, Mr. Gabe?
Atlanta.
Hotlanta, baby. Hi. And then who landed in 2021? Shockingly, can you believe it? How they do it? They only had the draft. It only just
is it shot? Yeah, okay.
I mean,
all right. No.
That was a very sarcastic. The best
I figured it out.
draft ever in the National Football League. Destroyed what happened in Philadelphia. Made Chicago look like a bunch of children. It was so smack down and smack delicious. NFL proved Nashville is a big time city. And SEC Media Days, they're like, yeah, we'll go capitalize on Hotlanta. And then we go into Nash Vegas, baby, because that's turned into some football finance. And 2021 will be in Nashville. I think they're going to make a bunch of cash. Hoover's done great, but I think Greg Sankey is saying that there's even money to be made on Media Days, which to me literally is crazy. Literally is crazy. It was just about to promote the sport and let people know about the upcoming season. I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says. They figured out a way. They capitalizing on this bad boy. And for all my people out there who don't understand, again, big thanks to Brett and Worsworthy. All week long, we're going to be talking about these wonderful people at First Bank. They're our sponsors. Jason's Deli, Campbell's Clinic, All-Star Chevrolet, Ronnie Grisani's, and of course, Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell Treatment Centers. Thank y'all so much. You also got Blue City on the world-famous Beale Street, so we love all of y'all. SEC Media Day sponsors, and then, of course, everybody knows the sponsors of my show, Chad Gatlin. All you have to think is memphisfarmers.com. That's memphisfarmers.com. Memphisfarmers.com. He's got you covered. Easy website, quick auto, home, life, bundle it up, business, anything you can think of. My man Chad's got you. And then also, if you need to sell your house, 901-406-1101, call my buddy Bill at I Buy Them Houses. Those are the people that give us all the love and make this all possible. And again, to Brett and Worsworthy, thank you so much. But I also need to make an announcement before I get to it. At 1:25, we're going to announce a little bit with my good friend Jeff Hewlett. He's going to come on and talk about something special going on at the Rail Garden this weekend. We're going to raise some money. We need your help. If you're doing well, if life's going good, we need a little bit of your help. Luke needs your help, to be specific. You can check the GoFundMe page. Luke needs our help. Jeff's going to come on at 1:25 and explain exactly what that is and what's going on at Rail Garden. He's the gentleman that's done the last few years the breakfast for dinner over at Eventbrite, and we've talked about it many times. Here on this station. I've done it twice. It's great. We did this last April, I think April both years. Jeff's a really, really nice guy. He's also in a band, very talented young man, but he also has just a really, really big heart. And I like local people. I like all people, but I love it when local people can do, something good for somebody here that's local. That means a lot. So today at 1:25, we're going to talk about, I think that's something that's very, very important. So I hope that you can stay tuned. If you miss any segment of the show, if you have the Sports 56 mobile app, you're fine. Or you can find us on Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. You can message us at Sports 56 WHBQ on these sites and listen to us on Sports 56. Oh, what's up, Tunica? 96.1 FM, and of course our 87.7 FM as well. But we have a very busy show, and I've kind of talked to you a whole lot about, I hope I've laid out the show for you today. Hardwood at 2:30. 2 o'clock, me and my man are going to get crazy because that's when I turn it over to Gabe. He does Straight No Chaser. 1:45, we're going to creep in a little studs and duds. We got Jeff coming in to talk about this Luke needing our help, and we're going to help out one local. But I want to start off one simple place. It's not simple for me. I got to mention first and foremost the SEC Media Days, and then I'm going to bring in and explain to you what's not simple for me and why I need to bring this up, because I think it's crazy and I think it's very, very important. But first, I want to let people know what is going on in the aspect of. I didn't realize how many people did not know that the order of the SEC Media Day. So again, me being John, I'm going to help you out. We had Greg Sankey come on earlier today. Today is, by the way, if you did not know, Monday. It is July 15th. Can you believe that?
I don't know. I mean,
how the heck did we get here? Football, does SEC Media Days, by the way, do the same thing for you, being a former athlete and playing in the American or not? Or like, do you think
I'm more American, man, just because it's like I never really paid attention as a player. The clam bake's
going down, so is this starting to make you feel like?
Oh, yeah, no, season's about to kick off.
I'm saying you're feeling it, because by the way, everybody, I want to remind all
blood's
y'all,
flowing.
Me and Gabe have set up a schedule. We're going Pac-12, and me and you need to talk afterwards, but we'll talk about it on air while we're doing it, because we're going to do the Pac-12 the first week. We're going to do and we're going to go from worst all the way to the best, and then I think we're going to finish with the American, the creme de la creme, and that's local. So we'll go Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10, ACC, SEC, and the American. But we want to do it every Thursday. But this week, with SEC Media Day, should we move it to Friday?
Yeah. Probably
I
so.
agree.
Makes
I
sense.
agree. I think we should. We'll have SEC Media Days. We'll do Pac-12 this Friday. And then next week, Big 12. Week after that, Big 10, ACC, SEC, then the American. We're going to do one a week, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. And again, Greg Sankey has already announced that Austin Mignana Hoover, they're moving to Atlanta for 2020 and then Nash Vegas for 2021. Nashville proved that it can not just be a big city, but exceed it and celebrate football like nobody's business. They showed up for the NFL draft in droves. In droves, people. Droves. Now, what do I want to get to in the first segment? Of course, you would think to yourself that I would want to just start off and talk maybe college football since it's SEC Media Days. Man, or I could talk about this bad to the bone baseball that's going on. I mean, we got to trade like y'all saw Andrew Kashner get traded, right? The big Texan, like the only piece Baltimore, like is Drew around here? Like he's got a AAA team playing in a Baltimore Orioles uniform. They got rid of their only pitcher who was worth a darn. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, they got to get something out of
you
some.
got to, I know.
It's sort of like you have something, you get something in return.
Me, I'm just
I get
saying,
it.
He's lost so much from Manny Machado to Jonathan Scope to now Andrew Kashner. I mean, the guys, his closer, Zach Britton. Like, when he looks at that team, he's like, I don't even know who the hell these guys are.
I know this doesn't matter,
than
but
Trey
wasn't Homer Bailey on the move this weekend, too? I know it doesn't matter. I know it's not even comparable, but wasn't he on the move?
He was going to. I don't think that it got finalized, did it? I thought he ended up pitching, actually, yesterday for KC, or am I on drugs?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We'll look it up. But anyway, I would start with some baseball. I could talk about the Braves right now and how amazing they're doing. But I can't believe I'm going to tell you this. I'm actually going to start with tennis real fast. And I want to ask you all this at the beginning. I do not watch tennis. I've never been a tennis person. But if there's greatness, like Saturday when there was soccer, I got up, I went and watched these girls just, dominate and win a World Cup. It was awesome. When there's something special going on, I'm going to watch it. That Joker Federer match, bro, I didn't wake up to watch it. But like 4 hours in, when everybody and their grandmother's like, yo, this is becoming the longest match ever. They're playing like this is going out of style. I'm like, whoa, I got to see this. And it stinks that somebody lost. But I also want to say this. For those out there who are bashing Roger Federer and saying he blew it, and the Joker shouldn't be, like, you're the GOAT. Dude's going to be 38 next month. Well, can somebody give the guy some credit? He literally just played the longest match I've ever heard of. I didn't know you could play that long. Like, that morning that match started, that afternoon is when they were telling me about it, and I went and watched the very end. They played, and they played, and they played, and it was one of the best matches, the best championships of a major ever. And I know Novak Djokovic is only 4 majors behind Roger Federer, but right now he is the GOAT. And to be so deadgum disrespectful again after a great tournament, what is happening to fans? Like, how is it we have gone from, celebrating some, like, immediately, instead of celebration, it's tear the other person down. How could you tear anybody down when 2 men went out there and competed that hard and gave you one of the greatest matches of all time?
13-12 in the final set.
Yeah, like I said, this thing was
nobody
ridiculous. Wanted to lose. I feel bad for whoever had to lose, and give Joker some credit. That's just tip of the cap, Holmes. That's all you do.
I don't know why people can't just appreciate the fact that it was an incredible final that actually drew people to tennis, man.
And exactly.
That's the biggest thing.
Can I tell you something? The whole, there's this place I know of that is a casino that has TVs to baseball games, and all of a sudden, all of them are watching tennis. Everybody, TVs are all on tennis. There's like one TV, and it's got the MLB network with like all the games in the 6 box, but everybody else is watching tennis, yo.
If you were on Twitter at that time, you would have thought tennis was the most popular sport worldwide. I mean,
True.
it was ridiculous the amount of people tweeting about it.
Well, that was something special, and I don't think that Roger Federer, by any means, deserves to take the abuse that he took. Again, kind of like our U.S. women when they were over there, like they beat the tar out of a team 13-0, and they took abuse. Oh, like that one lady who said, the children are watching. I was like, shut up, woman. Like, what are you talking about? They're celebrating winning.
It sort of does
Or
seem like
when Alex did a sip of tea, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, have you ever seen a man celebrate? Like, come on, dude. Y'all are being basically sexist.
the shirt over the head and sliding on the knees.
Come on, dude. Like, people are like they're so unfair about certain things. But this is as unfair as I've ever seen. I mean, I just want to say, look, I'm sorry that Roger lost. I'm tipping my cap.
He leads.
That's what I'm saying. Joker, the victor goes to spoils, but to call him like there was just one I had to write down. What a bleeping loser! You had so many opportunities to win it. Don't you know Novak Djokovic is only 4 behind you? You moron! He's gonna pass you right when you
Wait,
retire.
what was this? What was this?
This was some idiot on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, why? Like, why?
I try and not pay mind. I just mute those people. Mute the mute button and the block
I've
button.
never done that.
on
I don't
Twitter
do that.
and
I
nice.
just don't. I don't know why. I like to see the good with the bad, and it just amazes me that I do. Unfortunately, when a story I think turns in because I don't, like I said, have we ever talked tennis?
Not once.
Like,
I mean, never.
and that turned into one of the greatest matches. And then the weird thing is that great match. Also, then I find out that people were all upset. It's Serena Williams, and I'm like, what are they upset about Serena? Like, they aren't gonna celebrate Simone kicking just basic butt. Let's be honest. She did it in under an hour. Like, she was just on fire. Like, sometimes you go out there and sometimes the other team just has your damn number. Is that not right?
Absolutely,
Called
but
sports.
yeah, like you can't getting frustrated with someone who is the best at the peak of their sport for losing
She's
one
got a
match.
baby, too.
For losing one match. Come on now.
Anyway,
We're better than that, I feel
just-
like.
well-
You would hope.
Well, here's the reason I brought this up, and this is this is not me just taking shots. This is not me just coming out and complaining. I wanted to ask this question because I'm truly confused. I was always, I guess at least I thought golf and tennis were like the gentleman's game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just,
The fancy
like,
games.
yeah, kind of like, or like fencing.
They're the privileged sort of sports.
Yeah,
like
and-
you pay to play.
And I guess I just expected also the people that paid attention to it and watched it also to be more, I guess, classy. I hate to say that. Isn't that
Country
sad?
club sports.
Yes.
There we go. That's
there we go.
perfect.
Good job. They're country club sports. And let's just be real. I mean, I never was a part of a country club, so I mean, I like to go to them. Trust me, man. I love, man. My buddy Greg Hines has helped me out so many times. Let me go play at Windike. I love you, Greg. I mean, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, is the vitriol because it looked to me like I was looking through them, and I'm going to tell you right now, like when you got when you're a 21-year-old young lady and you got a picture of you in a little white outfit on a tennis court, and 90% of your tweets are from tennis. Like, I kind of feel like you're a tennis girl. And then when you're talking like lunatic and calling Federer a loser, and I used to call you the GOAT, and then I had to look it up to make sure I wasn't crazy. But again, he still holds the record for the most.
Someone has to lose, someone has to win, man.
And
I
the
don't
dude is
get-
going to be 38 next month.
He's the greatest
He's
of all
30s.
time.
I didn't know that old people even played tennis. I saw a 15-year-old girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of thought it was a young person's sport. I'm shocked the dude is doing that well at 37. Why can't we give the man a round of applause? And I guess that's what I'm asking you is, I never knew.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Djokovic is the number one player in the world right now.
Dude,
so
you
like,
know
he,
what? Again, I don't know
he,
about
no,
tennis.
no, no. He was the favorite to win the match.
That is
I don't
weird.
understand how people can get all bent out of shape
Well,
by the fact. I mean, Federer was not the favorite. He was the dog.
and by the way, the other thing is, don't celebrate Serena missing, like her missing a major title. Like, I don't get that either. Like, why do people celebrate her loss? Why don't you celebrate, if you're going to celebrate, would you not be celebrating the young lady who won the match? Do you know what I mean by that? Like, isn't that where the love would go? Because I saw Love this weekend, and it was all Tyler Skaggs, and I'm going to talk about it in the studs and duds. And that's what, again, is all I'm trying to say is sports, at least when I grew up, were about lessons and life, and they made you better. And the way people talked about the athletes that were competing, there was so much respect around them. I'm not saying that everybody is completely lost. I'm not saying that all social media is bad. I'm just saying it is amazing to me how, that again, Bob Dylan said it, the times they are a-changing. If you read Walden Pond from Henry David Thoreau, truths change with time. And the truths are these country club sports are getting just as nasty as MMA or anything else. Maybe not MMA, but dude, they're getting close. I mean, at least their fans are getting close to like boxing MMA style, going bananas back and forth to each other. So again, it's completely crazy. I got to take a break. Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace, brother. Sweet Pea, had an accident, 55 years old in a car accident, and just world champion, funny dude. You're gonna be missed. Rest in peace, brother. And again, 55, it's just too damn young. But again, we're not promised tomorrow, so that's why I say love. Now, we're going to talk with Jeff Brightwell about somebody who needs some help. Then I got some studs and some duds. We got SEC Media Days. My man Norsworthy's down there getting ready to rock and fire from 3 to 6. And, Homer Bailey's scheduled to start for the Oakland A's this weekend. I'm not on drugs. Okay, thank you. I love y'all. Thank you, texters, by the way. All you texters, I love y'all. And it says, one other guy says, you can't say you're going to finish with the best and then say AAC. They should be first if you're going from worst
Okay, and
to
I would
first.
argue one
No,
thing.
I was going worst to first, and then I said I was finishing with the hometown. Did I not say that?
And even I'm gonna disagree with that because the Pac-12.
Yeah, we're
It's
better.
not-
Like, if
I mean,
you go
it's not
Pac-12
there.
than American, yeah, I agree.
Like honestly, and I think there was statistics a couple years ago about it too.
Yeah, and I think there were too, but no. Thank you though for listening and texting. But no, texter, I was trying to tell you I was going from worst to first in my opinion, and then I was going to finish with our hometown.
We know the Americans, not over the SEC, over the we know that, all right?
Oh, but anyway, I got to take a break. I'm late, and he's a lot bigger than me. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Whatever you do, don't you dare touch that dial. We got a great event, and we're going to do some really good stuff. And then plus, I got a story that might make you cry. It's just, we talked. Do you remember just a couple weeks ago when I was telling you about magical and like sports and how magical? And remember I was telling you about D. Gordon hitting the home run after the loss of Jose Fernandez. And do you remember I told you like Brett Favre throwing 5 touchdown passes, I believe, against the Raiders after he lost his father? There's just something about sports that sometimes you can go to a different level, or almost like the hand that person is there. And people, I don't even know if people notice this. There was something that happened so special. I can't wait to tell you, studs and duds. And it has to do with Tyler Skaggs, and it was one of the coolest moments I've ever seen. And I'm telling you, it was dusty. But I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail with my good friend. That's right, Jeff Hewlett on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. And don't forget 96.1 FM.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 Middays, delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 to 1 on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses will buy a house in any area, in any condition, and yes, it's guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your home quickly, call 901-406-1101. If you've been through a divorce, if you lost your job, if you're tired of renters, I Buy Houses can get you your money quickly. I Buy Houses will buy your home in Shelby County, DeSoto County, Memphis, Bartlett, South Haven, Horn Lake, Olive Branch, anywhere and everywhere in between, in any condition. And yes, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that pen, 901-406-1101. I Buy Houses.
3 years ago, I was told I had to have surgery on my shoulder. I had 3 bad things happen. I had rotator cuff issues, tendon issues, bicep issues. I was headed for surgery. And then I met Dr. Schrader. And after his procedure, I didn't need surgery. It is amazing how easy it is. 3 hours, my own stem cells being used on me. Now I can sleep at night. I can play golf. 3 hours, no pain, and I was like a new man. No rehab like you need with rotator cuff surgery. It was simply amazing to me, and it can be for you. Again, no pain and an alternative. So if you've got issues, not with just shoulders, but knees and back and neck, they are finding more and more things where stem cells come in handy. You have to talk to Dr. Schrader.
Call 901-465-4300 and see how Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell can help you today.
Hi, this is Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. As most of you know, I don't have a history of bragging or boasting that Five Ash Roofing is the best roofer in the Memphis area, but did you know we are the only diamond level roofing professional in the area? We are one of very few local roofing companies that have been in business for 20 years. We've never had a justified claim against us. We are locally owned and family operated. Our labor warranties are for the life of the shingles. We're experts in insurance claim. We do residential and commercial work. We are the official roofer of the University of Memphis Athletic Department and a proud member of the Tigers home team. We support local youth sports and St. Jude's. We have worked with churches and veteran services to help those in need by providing services at a deep discount or even for free. We are currently working with Young Life to give them a free roof on the historic log cabin in Germantown. Five Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Right now, you can get 5 cents off every gallon of fuel every day. That's 5 cents off every gallon with Make It Count rewards from Marathon. Plus, you can earn points for additional savings on fuel, airfare, hotels, and more. It's quick and easy to join. Just visit makeitcount.com/radio or download the free app. So start saving today with Make It Count from Marathon. Offer valid only at participating Marathon locations. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
You do it right to get an outdoor space that makes you proud and offers a stylish place to relax. Lowe's is here to help and help you save on everything you need to get started. Add an attractive new retaining wall to your landscape and save with mini flagstone retaining wall blocks, now 10 for $10. And update your patio furniture and save up to 50% on select patio clearance items. For great buys to make your outdoors even greater. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 7/17 while supplies last. Wall block offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii, U.S. only.
The best golfers in the world are coming to Memphis for the inaugural WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational. Sports 56 and 87.7 FM will be broadcasting live at TPC Southwind throughout the day, Wednesday through Friday of tournament week, keeping you up to date with the latest tournament news and talking with players and officials. Our coverage from TPC Southwind on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM is presented by Landers Ford. It's also brought to you by Curry and Jerk, Miller Lite, Gatlin Insurance, Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell Treatment Center, and the Half Chef.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Thick and thin, I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
What is up? What is up? Welcome into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. And it's a beautiful Monday, man. Who cares that it's raining? It's kind of cooling things down. Don't you like it? Things are a little bit better than wet. Trust me. By the way, I get to tell y'all a crazy story. Did y'all hear about the movie that Scarlett Johansson agreed to get into? For some reason, she got into a lot of hot water. I don't understand it. I'll explain it to you. But then you know what the name of the movie is? Rub and Tug. Not joking. Not joking. I'll just let you fantasize about where that one could go. But anyway.
Is Robert Kraft in it?
Dude. No, it is not the Robert Kraft story, but that is a dead gum good man. That was too funny. I'm about to talk with my very good friend, Jeff Brightwell. He's not just a good friend of mine. He's also a great human being. He's been for many, many years, dude. Did the, breakfast for dinner, raising money for the homeless, just does all kinds of really cool stuff. He's a really good dude. Before I bring him on, he's got a new thing that he's working on, and it's very, very close and near and dear to his heart. A friend of his needs our help. Luke is basically GoFundMe. Luke needs our help. It's going to be very important. But before I get to that, I just wanted to remind y'all that Yordan Alvarez, I said, was going to come back out of nowhere and win this year's AL rookie. Pete Alonso's already won the National League Rookie of the Year. He started off not too bad in his first 3 games played since the All-Star break. 5 hits, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 2 walks. Not bad for a guy. Not bad at all. I'm telling you, Jordan has got some pop. But you know what? I'm also going to tell you who else has got some pop. My man, Jeff Brightwell. He is I call him the man of Memphis. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing today?
Hey, John, how are you?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, dude. It's always good to talk to you. And you are, like I said, when I say the man of Memphis.
It's always good to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But you're always doing something like, I mean, you're writing music. You're working, and you're helping people. And I admire that. I want to help so many people. But you actually get out there and go out there and do it. So when you sent me a message, of course, I just wanted to make sure that you were unequivocally had this opportunity. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to let you take most of the floor here. But I was reading about, just to give people a little bit of heads up, Jeff is the one who put on the, breakfast for dinner. We did that, last April. We did it the year before. I don't know how many years you've been doing it now. It's been a great success. You're always doing things to help people. I don't know who Luke is, but I know that he's a friend of yours, and I know he must be a great guy. And if you're in a good place, people, at the Rail Garden, they're doing a fundraiser, or you can just go to the GoFundMe page if you can't make it out there. But my good friend Jeff wants to tell you about it, and it's always cool. Local people helping local people. I love that.
Absolutely, John, and thank you so much for having me on and giving me the opportunity to talk about my friend Luke and about this benefit. So essentially, Luke White is a Memphis musician. He makes his living as a musician. He plays with tons of different groups around town. He plays in Snow Globe with me. He plays he just plays with everybody. He's a studio musician. He gets called into all sorts of sessions, whether that's local or national. But he's fallen on hard times. He is uninsured, and we all know that healthcare is very expensive. And so Luke, as our buddy, as our brother, we're all rallying the troops, and we're calling in every favor we can to throw this big event on Saturday at Rail Garden. So we've got starting at 3 p.m. this Saturday, July 20th at Rail Garden. It's a $20 suggested donation. There's going to be music all day featuring Snow Globe.
Wait, you're going from 3 p.m. to midnight, I noticed. Like, y'all are going crazy. All day long, all day strong.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, and we got a silent auction. We've got, concert tickets. We've got Grizzly tickets, musical instruments. We've got so much stuff to auction off, and all of the money raised is going to go to Luke. And Rail Garden is nice enough to donate $1 per beer served to the cause as well. So come on out and drink up and support our friend Luke. And you can make a donation even if you can't come by going to bit.ly/LOL Memphis. So that's the GoFundMe link, bit.ly/LOL Memphis. And we've already raised about $28,000 for Luke, but in the grand scheme of things, and you know this, John, that's a drop in the bucket when it comes to the astronomical cost of healthcare. So, and it should be mentioned too, you don't know Luke, and a lot of people listening probably don't know Luke, but he's a lifelong Memphian. He's a huge Tiger fan. He's a huge Grizzly fan. He is a Memphis homer through and through. He's written songs about the Memphis Tigers from '85. We were together when we made the run in '08. We don't have to talk about that, clearly. But, he is he's always there. He played the benefits that we threw for Church Health Center back in the day, Rock for Love. He has done so much for his community, and now his beeps are stepping up for him.
I was going to say, he's done so much for the community, and now I'm hoping that all the people out there that can hear us, I hope if you're out there, if you're listening to us on Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7 FM, maybe on Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever, it doesn't matter. Everybody out there knows where Rail Garden is. And if you don't,
oh my God,
everybody knows what GoFundMe is, so you can help out there. But I'm being dead serious. What's going on from 3 p.m. to midnight at Rail Garden? I mean, this is sounds like one of the coolest things ever. It's this Saturday, July 20th, correct?
Yeah, it's this Saturday. It's come together really quickly, and it's, you know, we had to change some dates, and we had certain bands booked, and then it's very fluid, John, as you can imagine.
I know how it is throwing it together, though, but, man, Memphis people coming up to, give out the love, 3 p.m. to midnight. I know you're going to be playing. I'm going to play a little music on the way out. Is Luke on there by any chance?
Yeah, so that's Luke. The song I sent you is from his old group called the Cochin Four, and it's a song called Tiger High 85, and it's about the 85 Tigers. And like, he's referencing, like, certain plays in that. I mean, it's like this...
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Song that he pulled together, and I play with Luke and a ton of different bands, and just this lineup is amazing. I mean, you know, you've got School of Rock Memphis coming out in the beginning, so it's family friendly, and the $20 is a suggested donation. If you can give more, give more. If you can only give $1, give $1.
Yeah,
you know?
dude,
I mean,
just whatever you can do, chip in. But by the way, I just also wanted to say, to make sure we got this back out, and it's bit.ly/LOL Memphis, correct?
Yes. We're trying to use the kind of LOL, like, for the love of Luke. That's
love
kind of the hashtag,
Luke. Oh, I like
for
that.
the love of Luke.
Memphis.
And, and you can access all of these links in the Facebook event from the Snow Globe Facebook page, from every band performing. Maybe you can give it a share, John.
I've shared it. I'm going to tweet it out here in just a minute.
Love it. I love it. It's so good to talk with you. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, thank you. Hey, by the way, though, I got to ask you something, though. I know you're a Tiger fan.
Big time.
I got to ask you, is this whole Penny situation, have you woken up, or are you like one of those people who are like, if I'm dreaming, do not wake me up, I'll knock you out?
It is so exciting, and to be honest, I've been planning on going to the opener in Portland on November 12th for I just cannot wait. I just got to wait for them to announce those tickets. I'm going to fly out and meet some of my old friends that live out there, and we're going to be probably one of the only few Tiger fans out there rooting them on. So,
well,
because that's their first game.
I'm going to play this on the way out. I want everybody out there to remember, it's very simple. It's bit.ly/LOL Memphis. That's love of Luke. And, I'm dead serious, people. Again, local people doing something awesome. But again, you don't have to know Luke to know that, it's just, community's community. He's part of Memphis. And we're all going to be out at the Rail Garden. That's July 20th. Suggested, $20 donation, but whatever you can. If you can give more, give more. If you can't give 20, give what you can. But it's going to be an amazing night. And remember, Rail Garden's going to give, for every beer served, $1 donation. That is huge. So go out, drink for a great cause, listen to some great music, talk to some good friends. And again, Luke needs our help. He's done so much. Let's give it back to him. Jeff, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, John. It's so good to talk to you, man. Y'all take care.
Hey, man, you take care, brother, and let's get Luke well so he can be at those games with us, man. Tigers are absolutely rocking and rolling. Luke, we're going to get you well. We're going to take care of this for you. But the benefit is this Saturday at the Rail Garden. We're going to make some money. Sit back, relax, listen. This is a little, this is from Luke right here. This is a little, this will probably actually also make a lot of people laugh. This is Tiger High 85. So, folks, whatever you do, we're going to come back with some studs and duds. I'm also going to tell you a little bit more. The Gators, LSU, and Missouri are talking today, along with Greg Sankey, the commissioner. Tomorrow, we got the Bulldogs, Rebels, Volunteers, and Aggies. Then you have Wednesday, big day with Bama, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and them Gamecocks. And then, they're not rounding it up and just closing it out, but it does kind of feel funny that Auburn, the Wildcats, and the Commodores are on Thursday, doesn't it? And I'll tell you a little secret about Auburn. And you actually might feel bad for them when I tell you this. I'll tell it to you on the other side, because we're getting ready for some studs and duds. And this is a beautiful day. And don't forget, GoFundMe. Luke needs our help. bit.ly/LOL Memphis. I'll tweet it out. Everybody, if you can get out to the Rail Garden this Saturday, that would be awesome. I hope I see you there. We'll be right back. Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7 FM.
Sports Time with Warlow and Stats. Every weekday afternoon from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Just the other day, I stumbled across an incredible full-service paint store, Memphis Paints, Benjamin Moore store, located on the corner of Mendenhall and Poplar. I learned how to choose the perfect color from their very helpful staff. Benjamin Moore paints are cut above other paints, high-quality paints that last for years and are easy to clean. Memphis Paints has the largest selection of colors on your palette. So whether you're painting walls, bricks, or concrete, let Memphis Paints and Benjamin Moore help you make the change. Located 699 South Mendenhall, call today Memphis Paints and Benjamin Moore at 901-683-7369.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Lemon Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Lemon Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselemonbrace.com.
Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
Family Leisure's pool clearance sale is July 8th through financing is available. Plus, half off on toys, floats, and pool games. Summer's just started. There's plenty of time to swim, so make a splash at the Family Leisure Pool Clearance Sale. Family Leisure, Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar,
I tell you we must die. We're going to find that whiskey bar, dadgummit. It's SEC Media Day week. Brett Norsworthy's rocking and rolling, working like nobody's business, getting ready to rock and fire. Got you covered all morning long. Right now, we give him 2 hours to get prepped because let me tell you something. Once him and Wolo hit the hearts, like once they get in here, you know, hit the airwaves, it's about to be nasty. SEC got you covered like nobody's business. But right now, I got to tell you who's got me covered before we go do some studs and duds. MemphisFarmers.com. Say what's up to my man Chad Gatlin. MemphisFarmers.com. I can give you his number. In fact, I'll give you his number, but I still want to tell everybody, and I've been telling them, everybody and their grandmothers knows this. They just love the fact that, I don't know why, it's just a different world that we live in, but how many people out there just love the fact that they can go to a website and not have to deal with somebody? I don't know why, but it's just truthfully, people love it. Let's just be honest. So MemphisFarmers.com, my man Chad Gatlin got this set up for you. It's easy. Auto, home, life, business, My man's got you covered on insurance. And remember, farmers, dun, 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 they got you covered. But you can hit them up at 901-235-1176. That's 901-235-1176. Now, I got to tell you right now, studs and duds, let's rock.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Yeah, dude. And you know what, man? There's so many places that you could start with studs and duds, and there's so many places that I want to start. And I got to start with this right now. First story of the day to me. Stud. 1997 Heisman. There used to be this curse back in the day. But let me tell you a little secret. The 97 Heisman, they might have had the greatest Heisman of all time. Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning, Randy Moss. Oh, yeah, and Ryan Leaf. Now, I felt bad for Ryan Leaf. You know what I'm saying? My homie Ryan Leaf. Dude, let's just be straight. Came out of Washington State, and it wasn't that great. Like those opioids, and they would give it to him like candy, and then when they took it away from him when he was out of the league, dude started breaking in people's houses, committed burglary, went to jail, yo.
Prison.
Not like joke, not like kiddie prison, not like country club prison. Prison. Like jail. Like no joke. And now guess what? He just got hired by ESPN. And I want to say this because I call this a stud. Every single person, if you look at Ryan Leaf, he could look back at that picture and he could think about Charles Woodson's career. He could think about Randy Moss's career. He could think about Peyton Manning's career. Think about all three of those dudes are going to be in the Hall of Fame. And by the way, I don't know why people don't do this. They beat the Grizzlies for picking the beat. What about Kevin Dyson instead of Randy Moss? Dumbest pick in the history of the world. It still pisses me off.
Hey, Kevin Dyson was decent. He's a decent player.
Do you think Kevin Dyson
not
would be
on Randy
short?
Moss? I'm not saying that, but he was a solid player.
Dude, I'll punch Kevin Dyson in his face. One of the things, but I'm so mad about that. They would have picked Randy. If Fisher had any brains and the GM and the owner would have picked Moss instead of Dyson, guess what? If you had Eddie George, Randy Moss, and Steve Air McNair, Super Bowl, baby. They would have smacked the greatest show on turf like it was going out of style, Holmes.
They almost did it, man.
And they had Kevin Loser Dyson.
Couple of yards away.
Sorry, I have to get back.
I'm a St. Louis Rams. You know I'm a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know you're lucky that Moss... You're lucky
I'm glad.
That Moss
I'm
went to
glad.
Minnesota.
I like Kevin Dyson.
Now, by the way, you have to understand, I like St. Louis, too, because you got to remember, you know who they had that I love, don't you? Isaac Bruce. Dude, you kidding me? Love Isaac Bruce. And who couldn't like the story of the dude who was like grossing... like doing sacking groceries, and now he's like a Super Bowl MVP. So you kind of, it's like hard not to like the greatest show on turf at that time. And Marshall Faulk at that time was also seen as a super stud. Anyway, I got totally off track. What I was trying to say, sorry people, we do that here at Hardenwood, but I'm giving a big stud to Ryan Leaf, and the reason I am is he was the number 2 pick behind, this 2 was picked right after Peyton Manning. You know, Moss was picked on way on down. Woodson was picked just after him. Woodson did win the Heisman over Peyton Manning, and people are still freaking out about that one. But he was literally up there with the greatest. And his career went so south that it wasn't even funny. And now the man has... in 1997, he was looked at... They were literally thinking, do we take Peyton Manning? Do we take Ryan Leaf? Do we take Peyton Manning? Do we take Ryan Leaf? That is not a joke. People were thinking about that. Do we trade down and pick up Manning? Oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Well, Peyton Manning was the bomb. By the way, did you see their stats, by the way? I look back like 3,900 yards passing and 33 touchdowns or something. It's like, dang, man. Back then, numbers were definitely different. Anyway, Leaf, who has also, his complete career fell apart. But then he got himself together, got out of jail, didn't do anything to be call attention to himself, but went out there and actually helped a whole lot of addicts. He's mentored many people. He's helped a lot of people stay sober. So again, while Peyton Manning is a Hall of Fame player and a person, and so is Charles Woodson, my man Randy Moss, show me the money. No, wait, what is it? Straight cash, homie. One of the greatest all times. And Randy Moss, touchdowns, baby, touchdowns. Him and Chris Carter, all they did was score touchdowns. But Moss was a baller, Hall of Famer. So for Ryan Leaf to look at that and not let it eat him to pieces and destroy his life, and for him now to come out on the other end, have helped all the people with his mistakes. I just want all you people out there who might be struggling with opioids or might feel like you've hit rock bottom to remember, man, that if Ryan Leaf can come back, anybody can come back. That's all I'm trying to say. So I got to give a huge stud to Ryan Leaf. Do you think that's crazy?
Not at all.
And by the way,
I mean, there was a time I have family out in San Diego. There was a time where if he hopped on a plane and was riding coach, he'd get booed in the city of San Diego. Like, this dude was shamed beyond any recognition.
Dude, do you remember when he was he with San Diego or was it with the Cowboys when he almost fought that dude?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you say,
he
which
went,
dude?
like what I'm saying is his career was so bad at one point, and now where it is just amazing. Now I do have to say, Pernell Whitaker, rest in peace. This was long time, pound for pound, greatest boxer in history. He was killed Sunday night when he was hit by a car in Virginia Beach. He was 55 years old. Rest in peace, Sweet Pea, a southpaw from Norfolk, Virginia. Reserve is probably one of the best defensive fighters in the history. He was really slick, man. Slick as could be. Again, he was dominant in the 80s and 90s. And by the way, he won gold medal at the 1984 Olympics. So he represented his country extremely well. And again, I just wanted to say, Sweet Pea, you will be missed. Finished his career, by the way, 44-1 with 17 KOs. Man, wow. Unbelievable. What a great life he lived. And again, unfortunately, he's been taken way too early. Now, this is the one that I told everybody I'm about to give y'all a shocker. I'm going to give you the shocker. Nope, not two. Don't think of it like that. Not a Wichita State shocker. I'm going to shock you. Shouldn't have said shocker. Everybody's always giving me this. I know what y'all are thinking. Yeah, if you were watching the video, I'm showing it to you. Not that shocker. I'm talking about this shocker. There was only one coach. And I figured out why they did it this way. And a lot of people out there, and I did already have one person who texted and said they were offended that the way that I said Thursday, they put the losers on Thursday because it's Auburn, Kentucky, and Vandy. And I'm not saying they're losers. Vandy, they're going to grow up and be all of our bosses, so chill. Kentucky, I don't know what they're going to do, okay, to be honest with you. Auburn, this is a fact, Jack. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Any coach, any quarterback that's been there has gotten worse in the second year. I brought all those stats out. Yeah, you can say Cam did great because he had 1 year. But everybody got worse year after year. The longer you stay with Gus, the worse you get. But guess what? Out of the guys in the schools that I mentioned, Gus Malzahn and Auburn are the only school that play 3 out of these teams. Listen to this. College football's elite are so sick. We know that Nick Saban basically just drafts like the creme de la creme rather than recruit. Well, you can say that Dabo Swinney has done the same thing with Clemson. Georgia, I don't know how. They're doing it. My man went over to Georgia and just started balling out. LSU has always been solid steel and sex appeal. And let's be real. Urban Meyer and Ohio State are now, like, Urban Meyer did go up to Ohio State and change the culture and bring in SEC speed. So you look at those 5 programs, and let's be real, those are the 5 best programs in the country. Would you say that? I would. You want to argue with me? Perfect. First Bank text line 67129.
There's other worthy names. But
there could be. Those are
yeah.
Anyway,
that's very opinionated. I mean,
but what I'm just saying is those 5 are probably we can argue you want their top 5. There's no other team in the country that plays 3 out of those 5 but Auburn is what I'm trying to say. Every damn year. And I'm talking about Georgia. Yep, I'm talking about LSU, and I'm talking about Alabama. Auburn every year. So Gus, your seat is so dang hot, and you got 3 of the top 5 programs in the country, baby. We're going to talk more SEC Media Days, Hardwood, because it feels so good. I'm giving it to my buddy Gabe. Don't forget all the people we love. First Bank, Jason's Deli, Campbell Clinic, All-Star Chevy, Ronnie Grizzani's, Blue City on world-famous Beale Street, Schrader Orthopedic, and Stem Cell Treatment Center.
Frontier Western Store's world-famous boot showroom is waiting for you. With aisles and aisles of boots in one easy spot, you will find your next favorite pair at Frontier. Everyone loves Ariat boots, and Frontier has over 1,000 pair in that brand alone. Come grab a pair of rugged work boots like the Workhog, or discover an everyday classic in Ariat's Rambler. Tons of other brands as well: Rocky, Dan Post, Red Wing, Durango, Justin, Twisted X, and many more. Frontier constantly restocks and refreshes their lineup of boots, so you're certain to walk out of the store happy in your new comfortable footwear. They have a wide assortment of sizes available for men, women, and children. Work, dress, or play, Frontier's knowledgeable staff will cheerfully help you find the perfect fit. It's boots galore at Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road, Olive Branch, or on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated, you know it, since 1967.
We're with Daryl, and I understand a couple of years ago you couldn't walk. What happened?
I suffered literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have what they call extreme osteoarthritis in both knees. I have bone spurs in the front of my knees, bone spurs in the back, as well as calcium deposits, which contribute to the decreased range of motion. I had a severe limp, especially on my right side, because I couldn't put any real weight on my right knee. So I started investigating options to relieve the pain. And of course, I knew about total knee replacements and Synvisc injections, cortisone injections. So I found Dr. Schrader online, and we had a consult, and stem cell injections literally changed my life.
When did you know you were better?
I literally limped in there, had the procedure done, and you wait about 30 minutes after it's done, and I literally walked out. I did not limp. I was pain-free. It was that immediate.
Call 901-465-4300 and see how Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell can help you today.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdinger's. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdinger's, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdinger's offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. It is that time of year where the weather is unpredictable, and given the recent storms, it's a good time to discuss insurance claims. So here's a few things you should know. Always hire a local contractor, because if you have a problem with your roof down the road, you want to be able to find him. Never allow anyone to pressure you into signing a contingency contract. They're used as sales tools, making you feel committed, and the truth is, those contracts are not worth the paper they're written on. Be careful of door-knocking salesmen. Some are reputable, but many are not. They canvass the neighborhood and tell everyone to file a claim, working their percentages and not caring if you file a claim even when they know the likelihood of it being approved is low. Some will even damage your roof, hoping to convince the adjuster it's storm damage. That's fraud, and contractors have gone to jail for that. So do your research and know who you're hiring. Five-Ash Roofing, the official roof of the University of Memphis Athletic Department. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
This is what Flo from Progressive sounds like in one of our many hilarious commercials.
Hi, did you know that you can get a quote on your motorcycle insurance in under 3 minutes at Progressive.com? And did you know that saying hi makes even bad news sound good? Hi, you have high cholesterol. Hi, you're fired.
And this is what that same commercial sounds like on your motorcycle.
Hi, there's no more pain.
Yeah, even our commercials sound better on a bike. And with basic policy starting at $75 a year, Progressive helps keep you on yours. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Annual premium for basic liability policy not available in all states.
College football season is approaching quickly, and that means it's time for SEC Media Days. Brett Norsworthy is broadcasting live from Hoover, Alabama, all this week, previewing the upcoming season and bringing you interviews with players and coaches and SEC insiders. So tune into Sports Time with Willow and Stats and throughout the rest of the day for SEC Media Days coverage right here on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7. Brought to you by First Bank, Jason's Deli, Campbell Clinic, Blue City Cafe, All-Star Chevrolet, Ronnie Grizzani's, and Schrader Orthopedic and Stem Cell Treatment Center.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
If you like pina colada.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, a man that eats meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. Johnny Harden.
What is up? What is up? Welcome back into a little Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Y'all know I'm your sports mixologist, John Harden, and we know we got Gabe Kuhn producing this bad boy. Kind of makes this thing smooth as that pocket was for them quarterbacks back in the day. I still think they should have kicked in your little cash for making that pocket so clean.
See, I think so too, man.
I'm
and
down.
I wish, why couldn't I have the get paid for my likeness, right?
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, come on, dude.
Why couldn't I just be a tad bit younger, right?
That's what we all want to be, a little bit younger. Never mind, I'm going to shut up. I just want to tell everybody, in all honesty, though, it's a great week. We've learned that Hoover is rocking and rolling. We've also learned that because Greg Sankey started things off, that this year and Hoover is going to rock and roll, and we're going to talk about all these SEC media days and all these teams, and football's back. Yeah. But guess what? It's going to be in Hoover this year. 2020, where's it going to be? Atlanta, baby. And then where's it going? Nashville, because Nashville has now put itself on the map as we love football. Like, really. I got to say, man, what they did with the NFL draft, and my brother went, a lot of the people that I talked to who went down there said it was the best draft. It felt like a mixture of NFL and Bourbon Street, and that sounds like one hell of a combo to me, too. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds dangerous, man.
Dude, it sounds dope to me.
Sounds great, but dangerous.
I did go watch, by the way, years and years ago, I went and watched the Super Bowl in the quarter. Yes, and I'm telling you, was it dangerous? Hell yeah, and I loved every minute of it.
Was it fun? Hell
yeah. We had a great time. But anyway, I just wanted everybody to know we're about to get to a little straight no chaser. I'm going to turn this bad boy over to my good friend Gabe over there. But before I do that, I wanted to say thank you, of course, to my man Chad Gatlin. Y'all know him. He reps this place 24/7. He is my official sponsor. You know how to get in touch with you. I've given him his number, but it's simple. Why can't we just go memphisfarmers.com? Because to me, that's a lot easier than 901-235-1176, even though that's really easy. 901-235-1176. Call my buddy Chad Gatlin, Farmers Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, Business. Or just remember the simplest way, memphisfarmers.com. Bing, bang, boom, done. How you like me now? Now, let's do my favorite thing in the whole world. Gabe, do you want to do straight no chaser?
Does that answer your question?
Yeah!
All right, start here. What do you think about LeBron James, Anthony Davis with the number switch? How do you feel about all that?
Interesting.